'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Hey guys, look who's on time this week! So this past Tuesday was the 5th episode of the second half of the 3rd season of Pretty Little Liars, and the episode was called Dead to Me. Once again, another rookie mistake from Emily. You should have taken a snap of that picture of Wilden from Cape May when you first saw it. A duh. Or better yet, you should have just swiped it. At the beginning of the episode, Hannah looked like she rolled straight out of an 80s movie. And not in a good way. Like, in a very tacky thrift store way.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket.
And Aria. Whew. Either the gold metallic jacket or the pink and gold metallic pants. Not both. You're kind of blinding me. But I did really like your tank top. I agree with Spencer about being done with saying goodbye to Allie. Like, it makes sense for her family to want to say goodbye to her again and to, like, invite the girls to go with, but this is like, what, the 3rd or 4th time they've said goodbye to her? Enough is enough. Especially because by now, you'd think they would have realized that Allie was not a good friend. Like, I just don't understand the emotional connection that they apparently still have with her, with the exception of Spencer, I guess. Mona looked adorable just all around in this episode. I can't help it. Ooh, but that comment to Spencer about Toby, that was cold. Okay, now that I'm getting a better look at it, Caleb's hair isn't that bad, but I do still prefer it longer. The picture's gone! Who would have thunk that up? Of all the crazy things. Oh my god, the rocking chair. I forgot about the rocking chair. Toby, why? Oh my god, I hated Emily's acting when she was talking to Dr. Sullivan about what happened with Nate. There was just something about the way she was saying her lines that just like irked me to my core. But then Emily does tend to have that effect on me. And the hypnotherapy part was just as bad. How does Spencer just magically pull 500 bucks out of her butt to get to that investigator? Overalls, Hannah? Yeah, strike 2. So was Allie into girls or not? I mean, who needs pepper spray when you've got a pizza, am I right? Something tells me that Mona wasn't talking about her therapy with Dr. Sullivan when she said, I can never really repay you for what you did. Remember when Dr. Sullivan got kidnapped and she was at that diner talking to whoever it was that kidnapped her and she said, I've done everything you've asked me to do? I think that's what she was talking about. When Spencer walked into that empty apartment and that crazy music was playing, I could have just cried. Like, again, with the feels, you guys. That quote on Allie's tomb, or whatever it is you call it, means that she's alive. All I could think about when Spencer was carving Toby's name into that marble was how horrible the sound was. Ugh. So the person buying alcohol at the end tells me that whoever it was at least 21. Unless of course they have a fake, but I don't think that they would emphasize that they had to check for ID if it wasn't significant. And when you think about it, the fact that that person had to be at least 21 eliminates a lot of people that it could have been. It wasn't any of the 4 girls, it wasn't any of the boyfriends, except maybe Ezra. It wasn't Paige, it wasn't Mona. It wasn't Lucas, it wasn't Holden. I mean, there's still a lot of possible people that it could have been. Like, it could have been Ezra, it could have been Jason, Melissa, Ren, Cece. Like, there's still a lot of people it could have been. But I'm taking that as a big clue because you really just eliminated, like, a big chunk of possible suspects there. Okay, so for my favorite line of the episode, it was probably the line I mentioned earlier that Mona said to Spencer, where she was like, I would hate to see Toby travel all that way for you, only to be left cheering for me. It was just pure evil, and I loved it for some reason. Okay, that's it for this week's review, so I will see you guys next week. Bye!
'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.